but I can come kotatinye nafasi. Akot yon kanyo president kebwone tugul. Ng'echeret nebo presidency ko bo biikab Kenya tugul, mobo chamait. Ndai kakitangasan kele chamait, tuyetab chamaitab UDA ko maybe kimatanyone ako ngot ko guest of honor ko Barchok anan ko Mutai anan ko Mosoni ko matendeni, chang chekikoyat ko ine chemawendi. Lakini ngot konyone a presidential candidate konyolu kobwa biik tugul konyokosom kura. Mabirchin kura biikab chamait agenge chito kotor koik president nebo Republic of Kenya. Kimoche biik tugul. Therefore, in that spirit, I'll come. Kokichama chama shinani kokikeamuan kele kikiyan kebirchin kura William Ruto. And therefore, yon katil kura William, yon katil tuyet William, okot cham ngotil Masai kebendi. I've attended his meetings in Narok and other places. So there is absolutely no reason. Mami sa obusuko mawe tuyosecho. Secondly, kokomwa olele in biik chekikibwa ko kimutu Azimio. Yani mi Azimio bomet man. Ngo noton mi nebo Azimio. Ako lele rabinik mi chito netinye rabinik chechang kosir gavana. Biik chekibwa tuyet ko kimutu gavana 90% anan ko 70%, over 70% ko kimutu gavana. Kibangan garishek all over the county. Ako kiba garishek choto everywhere. Ako mut biik ak nyokilokyi ngoroik chetolelyonen. Now, ngo nekimako mager, the only blue color nekimi ko kinenyun anegen kofia peke yake. Nekasir kele hasla. Kimatakasir kele mashinani amun ale kimana bichoto. Ane kisupporteni kimi formation nekikuren hasla mashinani. Yeah, ako coalition no nebo raia cheken ak echek mokitinye ngal. So komwa kole kifande ni Azimio, but that is just nonsense. Kwanza mami biik chekiafere nanende. The only thing I did ko kialenji biik in my meetings about 2 years. Ko kibwa biik 2 years in their own numbers. Lakini even up to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, connected K2, the whole field was yellow. Biik chekimi kiwanjet ko kitinye ngoroik chebo chekikochin biikab governor. So how does he claim again kole kiamutu chu? I did not ferry a single person. Kimutany aspirants, kimute parliamentary candidates, MPs, senators. They all brought people. Miot chekiame banyek en yutai koech. Ako lazima kongen Barchu kole kingo bichoto. Kiruitos en kiwanja. So alak ko kibokitos tai koech in town. Akot chu kikabur en jukwaa yon kilochi ngoroik chebo Barchu o kibokitos completely. Cheki very close to jukwaa. Now I've just I've just looked at the clips. If there is honesty in the press, they should release the correct clips, the coverage about the field. PK Imi Wanjet could welcome Deputy President properly. The only difference between the DP and the people checking Imi Wanjet, cooking Gomagolo Ogonon governor. I will logo none others. Konam goes in quite a large number. The whole field actually said no. So where could you more between Kies Duale and actually in Dagiga and Duale Ngalale, Duale was actually a more level-headed person. Lagin at Kitiobi. Kogi kon susi Duale ngaleki ga moye Narok kingolen kanam ko nganal ke konam ko lenjalak bomet siya mama yako. That was the only wrong that was a wrong thing. Amungitom gogochi Duale an opportunity ko mwango lione gitindo. And kigiburok Duale, and Duale was more conciliatory. Ako gimache Duale ko ngololji biik ko unite ko ikagenge. That is as much as he told me kiburen kiwanja yo. Lakini other leaders checham kumbege ni inflammatory and derogatory statements against others. Kuuchu wakase kumwa barcho kolelen CCM ko a small party nebo Siongro. He doesn't understand that next time he goes to Siongro, he will be asked the same question. Kelege nyuni ne awore ugoyin. Koge libo mashinan. They make utterances. They do not realize that Raya will hold you to account. Engale kimwa. Kia no big parcho konam kuleji matobwan chonuvo mashinan. Ago anyman kobi kimi wanje kogi mix. Yeah, but how can you tell them not to come? Ago nanywa gound. It's absolutely ridiculous. So mami ngale che kigigu involved in ki nget kora kule amatinyo. And indeed, after we welcomed the president, the deputy president, killing gave office, they blocked me at the door. While they were continued blocking me, the deputy president arrived, and he had to stand for some seconds, for some minutes. Sugos Tage in Kundita Barchuk, who were there in a very undiplomatic way. I had thought of withdrawing to leave, but then I didn't think that was right. I am the immediate former governor. I have respected the county government. That was my first time to step in that office. And then how do you block me from getting in? So the scuffle that ensued was between my security team and his goons. You blocking in the entrance to the offices. And when his goons were overpowered, we went into the offices and we continued to sit through the leaders' meeting. And that was terribly unreasonable on his part. I decided to come back, not to go to the field, because it could leak to the public that they have denied me entrance to the county offices. And that would have caused even bigger mayhem in the field. So we decided to cool and go together with the rest of the leaders so that it doesn't look like there was any issue at all. In my view, that was the only reasonable thing to do, because any other way would have inflamed the passions in the field, and probably there would have been no meeting at all. So so ngale chonga mwa barchogi ko shocking. Kiki ngalale ngalegab kingi ngalale program ak barchok ak deputy president and one or two other leaders. Amwa challenge kiwanjet because it is charged. It will only be fair for the other aspirants to stand to be introduced and they sit. Because I knew each one had ferried. So I'm watching una kulenje parchok. Nyolu mi boyche ki nyolu ko ngala. Ke atebe no le ngo boyche choto tu joni ko moib chinit boyche whatsoever. Ki mago mi mood nebo ke chit boyche. Ko le mi boyche ki nyo ngalale including his deputy governor. Ale kum nyano time ne tino. And we agreed that Kai Kongalal governor, myself, Mosonic, and we give Agigochi Nafasi, the deputy president, Kotononji, the rest of the program. We did not agree on any other methodology. King Wanjet he decided to Kayom Koyai a different thing. Koy geography. And I was killing Keteven and Autoreta Kulen a levy got Tulian. Poking our name got Tulian, Agur Barcho, Agur Mosoni, Koyagi on Jin, Koling Ngalan Mosoni, Mara Montago, seen Kagayagi to be Gora. Couldn't you Barcho, Koya completely again among our Galgati? And Kelenge Guna Navanga, no. Deputy president, I manage the remaining part of the program. Kimomacha taken advantage of the situation. So I refused to go and address the rally because I did not want it to look like it was my meeting. Kitu yene giba deputy president. Therefore, I'm watching knowledge no mara we say jukwa apa ngalal and ako mangalal kaya mgitia tulizambi. The next one I would deputy president. Kaendele. So ako tasta tu yet komye. Kigalbi kinam ko galbi osoro kolenji isa kobagach mashinani agonyo UDA kima ko tuye nebo ke kichogosange andochini chama cha mashinani augira megen ko very clear chama cha mashinani kuma ma foldeni magibute chama cha mashinani kele sige chut UDA no kisame ngechero ko chama cha mashinani kibirchini William Ruto ngechere nebo president ago kigoyanjin chonginda empomet kole kibirchini deputy president kura nanyin direct magibune barcho amagibune mutai amagibune murkomen magibune duale kibirchini direct in kura chachi ko president ba Kenya ago nunon ko kigeamwan ago kigiamwan in 2020 ko mago 2021 kigiamwan in 2020 age nyongi yanjine silibwe age bendanai kemiten kipkelion kole vijana chebo kipkelion ak biikab kipkelion kityeche gambut age torta wilbar kono nito nekisibi so ngalek chon kokimwa ko ngalekab lembeita ako mi clips amoche asom kas kocher a honest and clear clip nebo the coverage because kiyo cover ni live mi lembekwok chekoroger en newspapers kokicher in okot en Twitter kicheru tuyet nekibo Kericho ak kele kibo Bomet tuyet nekibo Kericho kimi white nemongen ale kiba ne there was a lot of white en Bomet ko it was yellow or ngoroikab raia that was all lakini kingingolole ko kabosak yellow so amache alenji Kass TV ko replay the entire footage about the tuyonoto sigenai kele kiyang ne and who did what ngole barcho caucus and chaos in office nyin that is a public office iborendo no with goons iyoito yano no how ngo nekigeyochi chonito anywhere ndakiana nekiyochini barchok or any other person that would have been terrible amache amwochi biik kona kole kiakonyit Governor Joyce throughout her term kirakonyit Governor Barchok kot kobek kasarta kakinam campaigns nguni komi tam nebo Barchok tuguk nyolu koyai konyolu koconcluden nguni kakibe uchaguzi makomi ngalek alak kakibe campaigns ko matkoit kole kor kakinam campaigns ko kakisas kiabakach I have not tomo achutu siasa chebo county tomo tin any of them throughout the period on matin ko kalelwan en ele kikayaitab boisioni kikayai lakini kianyon aka hand over well akawisheni Joyce well kikituye several times kingomi tuyet keng'ololjindosi makosa nekoyak Barchok komakur kandoik konyokong'ololjin kandoik kikur MCAs icheket kiatebe Sosion Dr. Chris Langat Senator atebe Mheshimiwa Joyce akatebe kora Mheshimiwa Kositany akot Duale akalak alenji ne nitesetai amune simakur Barchok tuyet nebo kandoik asiko kokararanit tuyet en Monday the normal thing kilenjon Kositany kokayai nebo everybody en Eldoret ales ko lazima kiyai en ireu konyolu kotuiyo biik tugul en including aspirants. Somikab ng'echerok nguni ko very powerful. Aspirants chemoe parliament konyolu kekonyit. Aspirants chemoche senate konyolu kekonyit. Chemoche women rep nyolu kekonyit. Chemoche MCA kekonyit. Because ichechon ko chetinye kimnotet koburburen tuyet amun tindo supporters. So ko kinyolu keng'ololjin ak kiyonjin how to proceed. Inonon ko kawaida. Kicham ayoe kounoton during my time. Kicham akure MPs matin kimakiyonjindos. Ko kinan alenji nongetuyen ak inyoketien kityo ahim. Like yukikiarambe nekibo kanisetab AGC. Alio non kibo ketien kityo. Yekitar kibo kibur. Amun yeking'alal kechunchundos, everybody will talk his own stories. So what happened? Mongen barcho kole kikure kandoik kotuiyo before a major meeting like that. Kinyokonoe Monday kole kikure kityo for breakfast. No. So I'm a bit surprised that kit nekinayat, kit nekitogu en television, live coverage nebo CAS komuche komoche biik alak kotanen kowiswis. That is not right at all. Is there any other question? Yeah, amache amwochi alenji ngunon kakibe kasarta nebo uchaguzi, amache asom chi tugul korib kalyet. Ak amache asom kandoik kora kokonyit wananchi. Ngokonyit wananchi nguni komachukita, highly informed. Ako miten social media neborto ng'alek before even kotomut kokoito television. Kokakokoito social media ng'alek tugul. Ako amami chito ne-editeni anan ko-censoreni ng'alekab social media. Pendi as raw as they come. Therefore, amache asom alenji ongerib ak keyai tuguk che kororon en kasarwechu kakibe. Mache amwa kora ale kokichama shinani kikochini support William Ruto ng'echeret nebo president. Ako makibune any other brokers, kibire direct. He is the presidential candidate nebo chama shinani en ele kingende en Bomet. Ako ng'echerok chun iko tugul ke contesteni freely and fairly. Chi tugul kosom ng'echeret nemoche. Ako mami chamait ne superior than kosir ingo en Kenya. Kerge chamaishek tugul. Ingobakach kandoik ng'alek chemwote kolele lazima kemi chamait. Ak radio stations kora kobakach ng'alechon. Anibuch ko createni animosity en biik. Asikoron kolen koit chito keesyechi ng'alek ako komwoe en oldage komanai kole kakas biik where they have gone. Chama shinani kotinye kasibet neo ma en Bomet inegen, miten Kenya mzima. Ako maagenge en tribal parties chon kimwoe. Chairman nebo chama shinani koyobu Isiolo. Deputy party leader koyobu Kisii. Deputy chairman koyobu Maasai. Women leader koyobu Maasai. Treasurer koyobu Olimbo Turkana. Others kobo Coast. Ngekur ko it is the face of Kenya. So chama shinani ko maagenge chama ichek chekilelen it is a tribal party. Kitinye MCS all around the country. Western, Nyanza, Rift Valley, Coast, Northeastern. Kitinye MCS. Ak kitinye MPs. And there are more elected leaders in Narok than we have even in Bomet. Tinye MP, ako tindo MCS 10, 12 MCS. So, kochulelen bichu, it's a tribal party. Ndot ka tribal party, alin ko tribal party nebo Maasai. Because there are more MCS in Narok kusiri chebo Bomet. Kwa hivyo, amache alenjo tuheshimiane, ongekonyitke, akekonyit biik kora. Atesetai akonyiti biik chemi ng'echerok. Ng'oliotan kityo ko yon kakibwa tuyet nekanyo Bomet, ko ngot konyone president anan ko any presidential candidate, kebendi keipchini tugul. Amun some ng'echeret nebo Kenya ko mamukakse keistoengei chito nesome ng'echeret nebo Kenya, ako missing ko chito nekokiyan kele kibirchini kura. Kemoche kekas sera chechi, kwa hivyo kibwone tuyet, makibwone any tuyet nebo parchum. Ndatile nanyin ko makitinye ng'al.